I didn't know what was going on. We left home and got probably 2 minutes away. And I thought in my head, well, there's no turning back now. I go to look over my scripture that I had planned for tonight, and I looked through and a bookmark fell out. Looked there, and all of a sudden, change your plans. So, I'm a little rusty. I haven't studied it all because I was scribbling this on the way here. So just bear with me. If you would open your Bibles to Matthew chapter 16. I like this because it goes along with self-denial. That's what I like when I looked over it. But look down at verse 24. It says, Then said Jesus unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Ask Brother Andrew if he would ask the blessing of the service.
Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day you gave us. Thank you for the service that we had this morning with you, Lord. Tonight we ask you to just come and use some habit of this service, Lord. We invite you to just come and just sit amongst your ministry, Lord. Just bless Nick as he preaches. Just free up his mind, his lips, Lord, that he might mind you and deliver the message in a way that be pleasing to you. And Lord, help us to mind you as well, that you might have your will, your way to move amongst this service as you would like. And just be with us each and everything we do right here tonight. In Jesus' your name, amen.
My title that I scribbled down is No Life. And when I say that, some people are like, how can you even say that, no life? We all have a life. Well, just listen and you'll find out. Because tonight I want to talk about what God wants, not what we want, what God wants. So I'm going to start off with one point. My first point would be why being a disciple isn't easy. Why serving God isn't easy. Because that's what being a disciple is. That's what the 12 disciples were. They were followers of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Well, what I wrote down here, I said, God never says, follow me, because it'll be a walk in the park.
Right.
Nowhere in the Bible does God look at his disciples and say, that's a piece of cake. Don't worry about it. No problem. Oh, that'll be nothing but easy. That's what we want. We want to say, well, I'll follow God. It'll be easy. I just want to do my own thing, but I'll follow God. I'm a Christian. We just want to all be unicorns and glitter and be all happy when we follow God. But truthfully, it's not. There is the difficult part of serving God. Once we get saved, it's never supposed to be easy. God never meant it to be easy. As I said, nowhere in the Bible does he say that. He never meant it to be easy. This is what I mean by bear with me. When I say that, some people would say, well, I knew there was a catch. I knew there was a reason behind all this. It's supposed to be easy. That's what people want to say. But no, there is a catch. Yes, there is. A lot of people don't like that when they find out there's a catch. Especially when you start talking to your insurance agency and there's a catch. People don't like that. But the catch is giving yourself up.
Amen.
As Jesus said right here to his disciples in verse 24, if any man will come after me, he's to what? He is to deny himself.
Right.
And you really can't get more clear than that. Than Jesus Christ looking right at you and saying, you got to know more. You're not you. Okay? You got it? I mean, it's not hard. I mean, Brother Smith, was it ever any easier being called to be a pastor? Did it ever get easier? There you go. What I said is the truth. But when it comes to God convicting our heart, that's what's easy. It's simple. Give you two choices. You can serve me, or you can let me go. It's your choice.
Right.
You can sit in a church pew, listen to the pastor talk, listen to him bring the sermon, listen to the message, listen to the absolute truth that he's bringing, and sit there, get convicted while you're sitting in that pew, and then you'll just sit there.
God help.
You won't make another move. he says, okay, we're going to take a few moments to have an altar call. You'll just stand up, put your head down. Look around. Anybody else know? How many of you played that game? You sit there. One more person. Maybe one more person. Okay. Oh, there we go. You'll do that. God doesn't want that. If God's convicting your heart, you should be the first person down at the altar.
God help us, that's right.
Not waiting on someone else to move first so that you can make your move. Because you don't want to be an oddball out. Well, I'm the only one at the altar. People must think I'm stupid. Oh, Pastor Smith says it all the time. If you come to this altar, I'm not going to feel any worse about you. I'm going to be more proud of you. I went on to just keep scribbling. And I said, it's very easy to deny yourself once you get over the step of denying yourself. Because once you get, okay, I'm not me anymore, I can go on. Then it's not so bad. But when you get to that spot when you're like, ooh, me or God, that's the tough part. You have a very big decision right there, and it's important that you make the right decision of choosing God, not yourself. I continued to scribble, and I said, when Jesus was talking here, he was looking at his disciples when he was saying this. And before he said this, I can hear one of his disciples standing there. Jesus? Yes? How can a person serve you? Like, what do they got to do? And I can see Jesus standing there, turning right around. Well, maybe if you would have listened when I was talking to the rich young ruler, you would know. God could be sarcastic. You don't know. But no, he turns around and he looks at him, and he says, look, he states in 24, deny himself, pick up his cross, and follow me. When he says cross here, I want to point this out. When he says the word cross, he means burden. Because being a Christian, you have a burden. And what is that burden? The burden to get lost souls to heaven.
God help us.
I cannot even count the friends, the family that I would love to see in church, that I would love to see get saved. I was sitting down at Sandpoint Church last night at the revival, and on the front of my Bible it says Donald B. Searles, Donald Bradley Searles. I know where my brother is tonight, and it kills me to know where he is tonight. I sat in that service and cried because I felt God tugging on my heart, saying, his blood is on your hands because you're his brother. And it just kills me. It tears me apart because I know where my brother's at. I know where my sister's at. And neither of them are where they need to be.
God help us.
And being their brother who's called to preach, they should have a greater influence. And I have to question myself, do they have a greater influence? Or am I just a brother?
God help us. God help us.
Am I being a better influence, a bigger influence, or am I just being a brother? An annoying little brother who always gets in the way, who always gets you in trouble because he's a little tattletale? Or am I being the Christ-like representative that I should be?
God help us. It's good truth.
I went on to have a second point. My second point was actually the title, No Life. And I said, I looked down at verse 25, and I said, whosoever will lose his life will find it. That's what I mean when I say no life. That's my answer from the beginning. Well, how can you say you don't have a life? That's my answer, because whosoever will lose his life will find it. Jesus told his disciples in verse 25, you all don't have a life. And all the disciples probably looked at him and said, what? We don't have a life? I can hear one of them standing up right now. I have a life with kids. I have to have a life. I can't have no life. You know. All right? I've walked with you over deserts. You know what I mean. He says, no, listen to me. You have nothing. You are not your own. You are bought with a price.
That's right.
Just because you have a wife and kids don't mean you have a life. You have a big responsibility. That's what you have. I continue. I actually kind of wrote this down. more or less like a playbook. I put disciple, God, and then said what they would say. But I said, this is what I personally thought God was saying. You're a bought with a price, but until Satan is destroyed, you're going to be like that. Because you said, I'll follow you, Lord. I'll be a Christian. But he turns around and he looks at him and he says, look, but you can leave whenever you want. You have that option. You have that complete opportunity. You can walk out right now. But I wondered if I was you. I'll warn you, you have the chance. You have that opportunity. But I wondered if I was you.
That's right.
Because you don't know when. And I just did this in my kind of vernacular wording of what God would say. Because I said, you don't know when I'm going to whoop up on the devil. And then I said, so John, stop twiddling your thumbs and listen to me. Sometimes we're just back there twiddling our thumbs.
God help us.
We're sitting in church. We've got our cell phone. Oh yeah, texting. Oh, Facebook. Oh, did the pastor say something? I must have missed it. You got to pay attention. But you have no life. It's not your own. Self-denial. Check yourself. You have a life? Or is your life given to God? It's my question. I'm asking right now. It shouldn't be a tough question. It should be a simple yes or no question. It's not hard. My third point. No profit. How many working men like to hear that word? No profit. That hurts.
Right.
What do people want? What does the Bible say is the root of all evil? Money, money, money.
That's right.
Gotta have it, gotta have it. Bear with me. All of what you get, all of your entire, I don't want to just look at the money right now. I'm not going to like crack down on money. It's wrong. No, you need it to live. You just don't have to be a Bill Gates and hoard it all for yourself. But I want to look at your entire profit. Everything you have. Your house, your cars, everything. I'm not talking about how great your new stuff is. I'm talking about what it is. How much is it worth? Because God says in verse 26, it ain't worth diddly squat. He looks at his disciples and he said, what will it profit a man if he will gain the whole world but lose his own soul?
That's right. That's right.
I used this, well, this is why I had a bookmark here. I used it at school because I do go to a Christian school and I'm allowed to have prayer meetings during lunch period. But I used this just to challenge a couple of kids that I got in there. And they was all singing that one contemporary Christian song, I don't want to gain the whole world but lose my soul. And that's what a lot of people think about when they hear this verse. But I don't want to concentrate on the song. Yeah, it has good lyrics and everything, but that's a different topic for a different time for a smarter person than me. But anyway, what shall it profit man if he gains the whole world? How many of you, when you were a little kid, told your mom or dad or your friend, I'm going to rule the world now. It's going to be mine. That was my dream when I was little. I remember walking around, I want to rule the world. Oh, I could just do that. We've got a terrible president. If I could just get in there. We'd have chocolate every morning for breakfast. If I could just rule the world. But does that really mean anything to rule the world? No, you're just some guy that a lot of people want to assassinate. That's the truth. I mean,
Right.
that's what happens. But God looked at his disciples and he said, what will it profit you if you gain the whole world but you'll lose your soul. He stated right there the most important and the most, I think the word, the most costly thing anyone could imagine. Your very own soul. The very thing that God put inside of you that is you. The soul is you.
That's right.
How many of you have heard somebody say, well, they don't have a soul? Everyone has a soul.
That's right.
And everyone's soul is worth the world to God.
That's right. Amen.
The world and the road. He says it right there. Everything is nothing compared to your soul. Ultimate value. Nothing will matter if you lose your soul. Jesus said, your soul means the world to me. Now, will you use it for good or will you use it for evil? You have an opportunity. You have a chance. It's an easy decision. Personally, I go with God.
Amen.
But a lot of people decide, I'm going to go my way. My way or the highway. The highway to God is good. Personally, that's how I do it. When people say my way or the highway, I do the highway as God's way. Because they're going their way, not this way. But God offers you more than you could imagine.
That's right.
Whatever God would take away from you, whatever He would ask you, can I have that? And you give it to Him? Never in a million years would God take that and not put something back that's worth even more than what He took. He promises that right in His Word. I'll give you back tenfold what you give me. You still won't serve Him? He's building you a mansion in heaven. Still won't serve Him? He came down to this earth as a man. You know what we are? We're dust. We were created from dust. And He came down here, an almighty God, and turned Himself into dust. So He could then go and die the worst possible death that I can even imagine. I can't imagine a more horrendous, painful death than getting beat, spit upon, having a crown of thorns shoved into my skull, and then getting hung on the cross.
Right.
That whole time being ridiculed. The people you love denying you. And all because they won't go away. And they want for life.
That's right. Think of it.
But when God says, whoever will lose his life will find it, He literally means you'll find it. But you'll find your life in God. Your life won't be Nicholas Searles. Your life will be God's servant.
God help us.
That's what you find. You don't find yourself because self is just as deadly as any other sin, any other evil you could imagine. Self would drive a man to do anything.
That's it. That's right.
Because it's your own personal thoughts, it's your own personal feelings. That's how you feel towards something. I want that, so I'm going to do it. Or I'm going to get it. Because I want it. But God says, I want you. I can't get you. You have to come to me. I'll reach out and I'll touch you and I'll say, come to me. Just grab my hand. And we'll push him away and walk away. You won't just sit there and as soon as that hand touches you, grab onto that hand and not let go. I would love to be able to physically have God's hand on my shoulder. That would be amazing. Can I feel that spiritually? Yes. I felt that many times, God's hand on my shoulder. But if a physical hand would grab over my shoulder, God's hand, that'd probably be a billion times bigger than my shoulder. That's That's just how I view God. I view Him as God. But if His hand would touch my shoulder and I could just grab onto His hand and hold on for dear life, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be awesome? An omnipotent, powerful God that would turn Himself into dust and come die for you, and you still won't serve Him because of your own self, your own sin nature, that will end up being nothing.
That's right. It's the truth.
Other than a soul crying out in hell.
Yeah.
It's the only other place you have. You have two decisions. There's no middle ground. God didn't create a middle ground.
That's right.
He created a heaven and a hell. And the only reason He created hell is because of self. You know why the devil became the devil? Because of self. Because he was mad that God was more powerful than him.
That's right.
Because he had it all. He had just about everything that he could want except be God. And when self got to him and he wanted to be God, he turned against God. And God said, I'm not going to deal with it. I didn't create this to have that. I created this to have perfection.
That's right.
And service. Because I'm God. You're nothing. I created you. That's the reason there's self. People read that story to say, oh, well, that's sin. Yeah, that did bring around sin. But what started? The flame of self. The destructive fuel of self. The all-powering of a mind. A person's mind is driven by self. The lust of the flesh. The desires. Everything. Pushed by self. And until no life, until you reach that point of no life, there's still self. Isn't it awesome when you reach that point? It's amazing when you get to that point and you're down on your knees praying and you say, God, I have nothing left. What do I do now? And God tells you, all you have to do is stay true to me and wait for my return. Because as I said, no one knows when God will come back.
Right.
Will you let yourself drive you to that point when God does come back and you'll just be left there hanging? Because self will skedaddle and be gone. Because once you get to that point where God comes back, then all you can do is fall flat on your face. Self's not there. Everything's not there. It's just your soul who knows what it's done. And God says, depart from me. I never knew you.
That's right.
I may have created you, but I never knew you. Because you were mine.
That's right.
You were selves. I never got to meet you. You didn't come and ask me, God, can I serve you? You came and you said, self, can I serve you? And you let self drive you to this point. And that's why you're going to get out.
God help us. That's right.
Self-denial. That's really why this struck me. Because Jesus said you have to deny yourself.
Amen. That's right.
And until you get to that point, you can't serve. That's what He told His disciples.
Amen.
That's what He told the rich young ruler. When the rich young ruler, everybody knows the story, he came up to him and he says, I have this, I have this, I have this. And he said, sell it all, give it to the poor. And follow me. And that rich young ruler just stood there dazed. Like, what? God looks at him and says, yeah, that's what I said. He said, everything you have, it's gone. Give it up, come with me. He said, I can't do that.
Amen.
I got self.
God help us.
And that would be enough for me.
The truth.
And what happened? I mean, I pray that that rich young ruler got back on track. But if not, that rich young ruler desired self more than he desired God. More than he desired to please God.
That's right.
And you'll put stuff in your way that will, why just want this? This one little bit won't hurt me. You can be one sin. I'll get to that. One little thing can't hurt you. Because the smallest, tiniest sin is the same as the biggest sin to God. He doesn't care if you went, he doesn't care if you went and you stole a little Tootsie Roll, moreover than he did going out and killing somebody. To him, that's the same thing. In his 10 Commandments, he said, don't steal. In his 10 Commandments, he said, don't murder. Same thing. But you put yourself in your way so that when self is there, you can't see through to God. But then God will push himself up over self and will tap him and say, hey, here I am. You can come with me. Real quick, I'm starting to slip. I can't hold on forever. And he goes, what is that? Self, you know what that is? Self is nothing. You don't want that. It's not even. You'll fall. Well, okay. I got it. You'll fall back. Convicting hearts is what God does. It's what the Holy Spirit does. What does self do? Tries to push that conviction away.
God help us.
He's knocking at your heart's door. And you still won't serve him. He grabs a hold of your heart and squeezes it and he said, just follow me. That's all you have to do. If you'll just give up everything and follow me, just listen to me, you'll never need anything else. He promises in his word, you will never need anything else if you'll just follow me. You'll never need money. You'll never need a car. I'll provide everything. If you'll just follow me. He created you. And you still won't serve him? One tiny thing could get you there. Tonight I would rather be perfectly sure of myself than I would wonder if there was just one tiny thing. Is there one tiny thing in my life? God, is there one tiny thing? I'm not sure. I would much rather come and figure out if there's one tiny thing than sit in a pew and just wonder. So one tiny thing. Is there? And then God, as the Bible says, comes back as a thief in the night. And you're laying in your bed wondering, and boom, there was one tiny thing.
God help us. Thank
And
you.
you didn't honor God when He was convicting your heart. You just didn't honor Him. You just wondered. I'll figure it out. Give us some time. I'll figure it out. If you're not wanting to listen to me because I'm just me, don't. I don't want you to. Because I don't want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to God.
That's right. God help us.
Because driving up here, I didn't scribble what I wanted to do. I had a whole other thing. I mean, all this, I had that all ready for tonight. I mean, I was good to go. I was totally prepared. And I'm sitting in the car and, whoa, that changed. I hardly didn't know what I was writing. I just wrote. That's not me. That's God.
Amen. God help us.
I'm not me. I'm a servant of God.
Amen. God bless us.
He knocked at my door. And I opened it. He's building me a mansion. And I hope to see it. He's coming back one day. And I don't know.
Amen. That's right.
Just a few weeks ago at youth rally we had at Santoy Campgrounds, I closed with a poem. I believe it goes hand in hand with what I did tonight. said, I thank the God who died for me, the one who made me whole. He is the master of my fate. He is the captain of my soul.
Amen.
Are you fully denying yourself? Is God the captain of your soul? Is He in control? I would love to hear my brother say that God's the captain of my soul. Or my sister, Nick, God's the captain of my soul. Or one of my other loved ones, Nick, God's the captain of my soul.
That's right.
Because I do worry. I do pray. And I earnestly seek God and ask Him, God, would you just let him come to church? Would you just let him get back to church? Would you put that desire in their heart? And I believe He does. But I also believe self-forgiveness. And that's why I don't see Him here. I don't see Him come up and say, it's the captain of my soul, the captain of my soul. Just pray for it. Just pray I stay true. I do that. If one of them came up to me, I would be so happy, and I would earnestly pray for them. Just stay true.
Amen.
But what if self gets in the way? What if self stops them from coming to church? What if self stops them from going on? What is that going to do? Well, lead me to heaven. And as I said last night, I stared at this Bible like that. I feel like He's looking at me. Because He's my brother and I have that opportunity. But am I a good enough opportunity? Or is self getting in some of my way? That when he sees it, he thinks, oh, well, he does that. He's got a little bit in front of himself. I'll keep some room before him. Am I good enough? Or am I just living by a standard? Am I to God's standard, or am I to my standard? Am I to my complete how I feel that I should be, or am I to how God